Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we're working on getting hydrogen chloride. We went ahead and turned the brine into sodium and chlorine, and I spent a long time debugging XNet to figure out what I was doing wrong. And the answer is, I don't know. But I moved the tanks over here. So, sodium and chlorine over here, they're just like all the other tanks. That makes more sense to me anyways. So, that is fine, I think. So, we need to get this hydrogen chloride, and I think we're going to need to put that in a tank as well. So let's get another tank. This one right here. I'm going to place him right down over here. I mean, the tanks don't need to be, near the machine. I was just doing that because it made sense to me in the beginning. But all right, there we go. Input, output on the top, and you are going to be our hydrogen chloride connector. And now we need to make some of that. So to do that, we're going to need to bring in this chemical infuser thing. So the gases config. Let me see, how have I done this in the other ones? So the site configure gas, it's going to be input 1 bottom, input 2 top. Okay, and then output on the front. So let's do that real quick. So gases, input 2 orange, input 1, and output blue front. Okay, so that makes sense to me. So are there any chemical infusers up here? There kind of aren't. I was hoping there were for these side configurations, but we'll figure it out. So let's start by getting hydrogen and chlorine into him. So we need to expand these guys. So we have the chlorine tank. So you are all going to be extracts over here. That's all fine. And that's how I will get the chlorine into something. So I need to have an insert of chlorine. So let's copy your connector. And on channel 3, for my new chemical injection chamber, yeah, you're going to be one of these guys. It says you're on the down, and you are on the up. I don't think that it matters as long as I've got these things filtered. So let's disable processing on this channel for just a second. Let's copy you, and let's copy you. And I need one of you to be chlorine. Okay, yeah. The colors look so similar, I thought they were the same thing for a minute, but they're not. Okay, and you need to be hydrogen. So let's get hydrogen. And that's oxygen. So the injection chamber, you need to be hydrogen. Okay. Hydrogen and chlorine make hydrogen chloride. Oh my, I didn't disable this channel. This may be a problem over here. Hang on. Nope, he's empty. Did I not set the configs? No, I did. Well, whatever. We're okay, I guess. So let's turn on this guy and this guy. And let's see if this is working yet. No, it's not. It's a chemical infuser. Oh my, what have I done? What have I done? Alright. Injection chamber. You are at 15, negative 34. I'm so confused. Where is this thing? Okay. Alright. Okay, so it's fine. I put you in the wrong place, but you can't accept the gases anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, it's fine. Um, we can simply copy those and fix that. So you are both disabled. Cool. So the injection chamber is not right. It should be this guy, my chemical infuser. Let's copy you. Copy you. Let's delete you. And you. Okay. There we go. You're my chemical infuser of chlorine and hydrogen. Alright, now is this working? Yes. Okay. It's getting chlorine and it's getting hydrogen and it's getting hydrogen chloride in here. It's got no power, so let's get you energy. Okay, you'll keep working now. Alright, you're slow, that's okay. We'll fix you later. So let's get some... What are your upgrade possibilities? Just speed and energy? Okay. Well, let's get some energy upgrades. And then we'll get some speed upgrades. Maybe 4 to start with. I think you're one of the machines that take a lot of power. Yeah, so we'll start with that and see how that goes. So we are not running because the sodium is too much. We're going to need to dump the excess sodium in here. And I guess we can say the same thing for the chlorine, but we're not going to get excess chlorine, I don't think. So that should be okay. Alright, so we now have hydrogen chloride. Let's get a gauge dropper so we can get a tank filter. So let's get you. Thank you. I want another tank to serve as a filter. So let's get one of those. Okay, so we'll put you in there. There we go. And now I have a filter for hydrogen chloride, which we will put into this new tank. So let's disable on channels 1 and channel 2. We're going to copy this and this and change the filter to hydrogen chloride. And then we can re-enable processing on these channels. Okay. And we need an extract from this chemical injection chamber. So what's your side config? Your gas config is an output on the front, which should be the south. So let's say that we extract, what are you? Not you. This guy. So these guys are all in the south, but that makes me question my whole south thing. Let's try moving him to the north and see if that is correct. Okay, let's see here. I am facing north, so this is the north side. But I don't know. Whatever, it's just I'm wrong somehow. It's fine. Okay, we now have hydrogen chloride being produced and stored over here. Cool. So that's good for that. Let's go ahead and replace the floor. And we'll see what happens later on with that. Okay, we've got plenty of hydrogen and chlorine right now. We've got tons of hydrogen, so that shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so now we have that, was it this guy? Yeah, we have the purification chamber, which takes oxygen. Now we have this chemical injection chamber, and this is the guy that needs the hydrogen chloride. So I can see he has no energy. Let's fix that. So we can now look at this quest, and we need to put hydrogen chloride in order to get any of these shards. So all we have to do is put hydrogen chloride with a crystal or a raw iron. We'll use the crystals eventually, but we'll do the raw for now. And we'll see how that works. Looks like we need 3 to 1. So that's fine. Okay, so we'll have to get some raw bauxite, I think. So let's get the hydrogen chloride into this machine right here. The chemical injection chamber should have hydrogen chloride. What side? I'm thinking it should be the bottom, right? So your side config, you don't have a side config. You're ejecting from, well, you're inputting from any side, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we want hydrogen chloride in U. So I've got this guy. So my injection guy, he's going to need to be over here, I think, right? We're coming from the tanks. So let's turn this and this off. And then we're going to copy this and copy this. And we're going to tell it that it's hydrogen chloride on both. And then we re-enable these channels. And I think now he should have, he does. Wait. He does. Hydrogen chloride. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, so now we can simply get the raw iron, sorry, aluminum, bauxite. I need 3 of these. There we go. He's super slow, but I'm not worried about that yet. We'll speed him up later. There we go. Aluminum shards. Perfect. And then finally, the chemical dissolution chamber. This is the first step. We have to go dissolution, then injection, then purification, then crushing, then all the other stuff we did before. So if we make this guy, we will be all ready. So looks like this should be pretty makeable. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. So I'm going to put him right here. And I might as well give him some energy as well. And the chemical dissolution chamber needs what? He needs sulfuric acid. That's not a problem. We already have sulfuric acid. So his input will be sulfuric acid and whatever the items are. This presents a slight problem with my setup. We're going to need 11 of these guys. Because we don't want to make them on demand. We want to make them, you know, for each one of the materials. So I think we do need 11 of these to get lots of resources. We'll make the one and get it working. We'll do iron or bauxite or something, and then we'll figure it out, the rest of it. So let's just get the setup done and then see how the whole process works. So we'll need more raw bauxite, obviously. Then we'll need to put that in there with the sulfuric acid. Fortunately, we already have this guy taking sulfuric acid and putting it into this guy. So he won't do that anymore. He is a gas. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. You know, I honestly don't think of sulfuric acid as a gas. That seems weird to me. Doesn't matter. We can either make more of these quantum entangled porters because they're sharing the same buffer. It's not like we need to pipe this anywhere. Or we can take one of these and pipe it to the various machines underneath. And I don't know which way I'll go yet, but we'll do one of those things. And we have enough space, though, for 11 of these guys over here. And it shouldn't matter. I can move this guy. Yeah, so should be fine. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll have 2 rows and then 1 more, and that should be fine actually. Okay, so let's get you working with just a little bit of sulfuric acid right now. And all we'll need to do for that is we will XNet this temporarily. You know what? No, we won't. I'm going to steal him temporarily. I bet I have another quantum entanglement port we can just borrow. Yeah, we've got this guy right here. Let's just borrow him to see how the setup would work. So let's put you on the right channel. There we go. You are now on the sulfuric acid channel. So what is your side config? Items, well, that'll be coming from the laser IO system. That's going to be coming from the back. And then the gases, that really should come from the front. And I don't... This says it outputs gas. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, it might make gases and that. What is the use of this? This makes gas? Wait a minute. What is this? Is a gas? Huh. I am now confused. Okay, this is a more complicated process than I realized. We're gonna have to wash this as well. Huh, interesting. Okay, we're gonna get a gas for each one of these. We are gonna need a much bigger system than I was thinking. We're gonna need, like, I don't know, 11 of these and then 11 more of the washers. And that just gets us clean nickel, which we do something with? I don't really know yet. Alright, I don't like the annoying noises, so let's take a nap and get rid of them. Okay. Alright. Well, one step at a time. Let's make this guy work. So, you are sulfuric acid. I would like you to output on the bottom, please. So, side config, gases. Okay, there we go. You have sulfuric acid. And if we gave you raw bauxite, would you make dirty bauxite water? Yes, it would. It would make dirty aluminum. Okay, so what do we do with dirty aluminum? I have no idea, but we're going to figure that out. So we've got this. We're going to have to wash it to get clean aluminum. We're going to need a chemical washer. Let's add this guy. And then our use for this, there we go, the crystals. So all we have to do is get a crystallizer and put the clean aluminum into that to get aluminum clear crystals, which we put into this, which we put into this. So we're going to need like 33 machines to set this all up. Wow, I hope there's enough space over here. I may have to move a few things. But we will figure this out. I'll put it somewhere. Yeah. So, okay. Let's get one of those chemical washers. So let's go to our grid here. And then let's make our washer. Cool. So we can take the washer, and it just needs water, right? So if we take a side config, and I don't know what slurries are. Fluids is an inject from any side, so if we side config the gases, I guess you're not a gases, are you? I've got items, pigments, infused types. Okay, what exactly are you? Are you a slurry? Alright, you could be a slurry. You are a slurry. I guess that means I won't be transmitting you with any other kind of pipes or endoio tanks, will I? We'll have to do this some other way. So, I mean, I think we'll just set this up right into one of these, and then we'll wash it with water. So, if we give you a water fluid card, so okay, you're now getting water, and you are now washing the aluminum. Let's get you some energy to do that. And then we get clean aluminum. And then we just need a crystallizer to turn that into crystals. So let's see about that. A crystallizer from mechanism, please. Alright. So let's go make one of those guys. Alright, there we go. The chemical crystallizer. Alright, let's start with some energy for you. And let's see here. This clean aluminum is probably a slurry, so let's look at your side config. I'm going to assume that it's that, so let's do slurry ejection. Let's see here. Okay. And there we go. We are now turning the clean aluminum into aluminum crystals. Okay, that is what I want, so... And there we go. Chapter complete. Kind of. And we got some crystal for some reason. Alright, so there is the entire process. Now all I have to do is A, set up my original thing, where we will get the output of this guy, the clumps. Let's see here. We can crush the clumps into the crushed raw aluminum. So rather than input the raw iron ore as I was doing before, we'll put the clumps in there and do that. So I'm not sure how I want to do that just yet, but that'll be the process. And then we will do the crushing and the pulverizing and whatever the rest of it was. Yeah, we'll crush it, then we'll pulverize it, then we'll cook it. So, yeah, okay, that seems like a good thing. I'm trying to think if I want to make multiple sets of crushing wheels, and if so, where would they go? Because those take kind of a lot of space. It might be a good idea to set them up vertically rather than horizontally. So I may think about that. That creates some problems for how we insert into the crushing wheels. So we could do we could do one of those. What other thing? Not a dropper. Whatever the crate dropper is, the chute. That would probably work. So I'm going to need some more platform space, and we're going to have to set up move some of the machines around, I think. So I'm thinking, other than this guy, who needs the sulfuric acid as well, I'm probably going to move these three guys over there. And then this whole area is going to become my setup for getting the crystals. And that's the plan right now. So then all I have to do is set up the system for building the rest of it. All right. Just lots and lots of things to do. It's going to go great. Hope you enjoyed today's episode because it's wrapping up point. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I bet you already did. You know, you're on top of this. You already did that. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will see you next time.